Okay, so Pokemon Go. It seems to be a killer app right now for Nintendo.
$14 million, I think, in the first week, something like that.
Yeah, and we're talking about for a free to play game.
Yep.
And the stock shot up by what? 48%?
Yeah.
Something insane like that for Nintendo. Okay, so Neil and I have differing opinions on this game. I personally think it's not only good for kids, it's good for their parents to play as well. It's educational. It brings gamers together. It gets kids off the couch and out in their yards and out into parks and getting exercise. Actually, out in the sun, doing things, getting together, sharing Pokemon, fighting
Well,
in the gyms.
To be fair, Nintendo's been trying to get Pokemon players out for 20 years.
Yeah.
Every
finally, this is one
iteration
that
of
says-
Pokemon has some sort of thing. Go
This
out.
is
You
what
have to
that
go out
finally-
and touch DSs. You have to go out and use the little Poke Walker. Go get your
Yeah,
butt
this
out
is
there.
one that finally says, get off your couch.
And
Find
this-
a Charmander.
And this is where I don't really have a differing view. I still like the app, but it's not for someone like me, and it's not because I'm lazy or anything like that. Because you can't sit on your ass and play it. You have to actually go out. My problem with it is because of my work schedule, I don't really have a lot of time to go wandering out to landmarks and things like that. Like, I have a very, very tight schedule. That's kind of why it takes a while for videos to appear on this channel, is because my free time editing is at night after coming home from work. So I don't get the chance to take time each day to go to the local museums and the local parks and landmarks and stuff and go hunting. If I had that free time, then hell yeah, I'd go right out there and do it. And I did play it for about 5 days, but it was eating up my battery. I didn't really have a lot of time to go look for stuff. I didn't ever get a chance to go do any battles or anything like that. And so for that reason, it just kind of wore off for me. I'm not saying that it's a bad product. It's not. I like it for all the same reasons that you said. It's actually getting people out and about. I've seen more people walking around outside in the past week than I've seen in ages. And it's perfect for people that have anxiety or depression or don't have a lot of motivation. I know people personally who suffer from mental health problems, and they've said this is the most fun I've had in years. I have a friend that lives in a city area, and he says, I've been living here for 35 years. I've visited areas that I've never been to. I'm meeting people I've never met. I'm seeing places I've never seen, even living here for 3 decades, all because I'm going to go hunt down that Pikachu.
And that's great.
It
It's
is great.
And another one of the great things that Nintendo included is when you go to these locations to get your free Pokeballs or your eggs or your potions, I think they're called like Pokestops.
Yeah.
They're at like historical locations or landmarks.
Churches.
And,
schools.
and there's a drop down that tells you all about that location. So not only are you getting the benefit of getting, free Pokeballs, but you're learning about that location. So when school comes back into session, Pokemon hunting field trips to learn about the history of where you live.
That is a pretty cool idea.
Imagine how great that would be for not only public schools, homeschooled children. They could go outside with their father or mother and learn, just learn, and
while
also
chasing
play.
down Pokemon. Yeah.
Exactly.
The only downside to that is having to visit the Holocaust Museum or Auschwitz, or the poor guy who lives in a historical house. I read an article yesterday about it. He lives in a historical house that used to be a church, and the Pokemon Go app doesn't realize that it's a residential home now, so he's got people in his yard all the time.
Yeah, that's something that
That can be a downside.
Yeah, that's something that I wanted to also bring up is I think Nintendo should offer a free sign to post on either a tree or your mailbox, like post that says this is either a Pokemon free zone or
Pokemon
this is
Zone.
feel free to hunt in our yard, that kind of thing. Because I can't tell you how many people were walking through my yard, and I just step outside and say, "Have you guys found anything?" And they're like, "No, not yet, but we did find a rattata over there on your neighbor's steps." And it's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."